A bold statement from federal judges has sparked a heated debate, challenging the Supreme Court's rulings in favor of the Trump administration. This unprecedented outburst has judges questioning the nation's highest court, with some even appointed by President Trump himself. In an exclusive interview with NBC News, 10 judges expressed their frustration over the Supreme Court's tendency to overturn lower court decisions without providing sufficient explanations. One judge, appointed by Trump, highlighted the perception that the lower courts are biased against the president, or that their rulings are legally flawed, which is further exacerbated by the lack of reasoning from the Supreme Court justices. "It's an unacceptable situation," the judge stated. "We feel unsupported and left to fend for ourselves." Another judge emphasized the impact of the Supreme Court's actions, saying, "By overturning our rulings, they're undermining our authority and leaving us exposed." It's like being thrown under the bus. Trump has indeed benefited from the Supreme Court's support, most notably in the case where the court ruled in his favor, granting him immunity for official acts committed while in office. This decision effectively halted the federal criminal investigation into Trump's actions surrounding the Capitol attack. Since leaving office, Trump has repeatedly turned to the Supreme Court, utilizing a rarely used emergency process to block lower court rulings. Out of 23 requests, the court sided with him 17 times and ruled against him only twice. NBC News' investigation revealed that in many of these rulings, the Supreme Court provided little to no reasoning, with some explanations being as brief as a few pages. Judges on the front lines need and deserve clear, well-defined guidance, another judge emphasized. "Today, we often receive sweeping decisions with little explanation, lacking the thoroughness that comes from full briefing and argumentation." On Wednesday, Trump once again sought the Supreme Court's intervention to overturn a lower court's decision that could shape his potential second term. The administration filed a petition to strike down a ruling from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit, which declared Trump's tariffs illegal and stated that he had exceeded his authority. Ankush Khardori, a former federal prosecutor, wrote in Politico that Trump is essentially trying to blackmail the Supreme Court into protecting his flagship economic policy, regardless of its legality or constitutionality. Judges have also directed their criticism towards Chief Justice John Roberts, accusing him of not doing enough to defend the judiciary against attacks, including those from the Trump administration. With threats and violence against judges on the rise, Roberts' silence is seen as a missed opportunity to protect the judiciary. Roberts was accused of subtly criticizing Trump in his 2024 end-of-year report, where he condemned elected officials who had threatened open disregard for federal court rulings. This came after months of Trump's public berating of judges handling his legal cases. Judges urged Roberts to take a stronger stance internally, stating, "If the foundation of your house is crumbling, having a well-insulated attic doesn't help. We need someone to have our backs." The Daily Beast has reached out to the Supreme Court for comment on this matter.